Yeah, it's about the same length. It's a little wider.
Hi, I'm Sateesh Addepalli from Cisco's Advanced Architecture and Research.
Bob DeAnna, CTO Recursion Software.
And we are here at Sprint's booth in CiscoLive.
You're welcome.
And we're going to present you today the Pervasive M2M and Push-to-X technology.
So basically what our technology is all about is enabling services on every and any device, ranging from Sprint-powered smartphones running on a Sprint network to routers provided by Cisco to any other device on the network. Netbooks, mobile internet devices, ultra-mobile PCs, servers, you name it. And what we see as the future is advanced application-level services being hosted on the router to enable real-time sharing of information, including sensor data, from the very edge of the network to any other device or system on the network.
And as Bob said, most of the data in the future will be in the edges of the network. So we would like to have intelligence in the routers which are on the edge of the network and provide you some of the pervasive M2M and push-to-X capabilities so that you can access the sensor information real time, as well as you can collaborate people in a localized fashion. And also you can do various aspects of advertising, manage collaboration, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so what we're depicting here is again the intelligent sensor network and distributed knowledge networks of the future are going to involve services on every device. Not only devices with faces, but devices without faces. And with the explosion of mobile devices and devices on the very edge of the network, we need a more sophisticated architecture that allows for the gathering of information on the very edge of the network and distributing to the nodes that need to know that information without the requirement of having to send everything to a centralized server and pushing it back down again. And that's where routers provided by Cisco come in. But to enable that, what we need is for the router to act much more as an application server to host such things as white pages, yellow pages, application services, enabling peer-to-peer and peer-to-group messaging, and allowing for devices to form communities, devices and sensors to form communities that are hosted on the router and allow the router to act as an aggregator and a distributor of real-time information to the very edge of the network.
Coming to the next step, as you see in practice, you may have in the edges of the network autos, the phone devices, mobile devices, laptops, sensor nodes, you name it, all of them one way or the other will be connected to the intelligent edge routers. And so that's why you need to have intelligence on the edge of the network. And what you can do using that, you can do some of the push-to-X technology as promoted by Sprint. So you can push your content from the router to all the mobile devices connected to the router. You can push application real time so that you can really launch application on the edge of the network rather than the cloud, such as Google, so that you can save bandwidth and you can also save the latency. And also you can socialize with people who are in the local environment, so you can be location-based socialization rather than Facebook like which is in the cloud and you have no clue who is where. And then what else you can do? You can also do messaging, data sharing, also you can aggregate sensors and also collaborate with people across your local area.
And here what you see is the architecture of the demonstration provided today, where we have Sprint mobile devices, namely the Android devices that they've recently brought to market, running of course over the Sprint 3G, 4G network. And also we have sensors out on the very edge of the network. The sensor data is being gathered, aggregated by the Cisco router, and then distributed to the Sprint Android devices over the Sprint network. So the beauty of this is that the sensor data does not have to make its way all the way up to a centralized server or cloud and then pushed all the way back down to the very edge of the network. Here what we're doing is allowing the router to act as an intelligent application server, hosting key application level services, both horizontal and vertical, and allowing the router to act as the intelligent distributor of real-time information, in this case sensor data, collaboration data, location information, multimedia files, chat, survey type information to other devices. And what you're seeing in the market today is a proliferation not only of mobile devices but of routers. Here at the Cisco booth, we see a number of routers that they are bringing to market. Routers that are geared for the personal area network, the network inside the home, the SMB, and then the more robust mobile and edge enterprise routers provided by Cisco. And bottom line is this architecture allows for groups of devices to share information in real time, and this information is hosted by routers and also distributed amongst multiple routers. So there's a notion of peer-to-group messaging with devices that belong to a router, but also the distribution of this information across multiple communities that are hosted by multiple routers.
Definitely, and I would like to thank Sprint for making this demonstration reality in a short span of time. And thanks to their 3G and 4G network, which is impressive and super. And the latest 4G EVO is literally very impressive. And we were able to demonstrate some of our sensor as well as collaboration across Android devices provided by Sprint, enabled through their 4G network and using Cisco's 2111 router. And also we have a remote live sensor cloud which are providing us various sensory information in terms of temperature, the wind, and also all other environmental information. At the same time, we are also able to aggregate some of the sensor information as we are getting from the real-time cloud to backup storage so that we can also query when later point of time. That's about it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sprint.
Thank you, Sprint. Thank you, Recursion.
Absolutely. That's all, folks.
Good job.